Shalom. Welcome. Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters. Welcome, beloved. Welcome. We are about to study the 30 principle of Leo. Any Leo knights in the midst, as my mother is one. Oh, I gotta put this thing on silence. Why is that freaking? Oh man, I can't see. There we go. It's right there. Any Leo knight in the midst. That's good. That's good. All right, Sister Celia is one. That's good. That's right. To the Leo knights, you are special. A Leo is ruled by Shemesh. You're quite special. A Leo knight. Really? Why this thing is? Oh. Oh, all right then. I gotta put this one inside. If you're a Leo, you are very special because your sign, just like Cancer, your sign is ruled by the sun and Cancer is ruled by the planet. You are quite special. Based on our studies, Solomon was a Shemeshite Leonite, so to speak. All the Leos, this is what you have in your house, and tomorrow we will do Virgo. So let me see. Leo is ruled by the sun, is the fifth house, and of course, we are asking our brothers and sisters, if you're not about that life, you are not about studying the stars, the zodiacs, and other things, and if you think those things are, I don't know, like devil worshipping things, we will advise you to click away from this video. We are about to begin. We will start. This t-shirt, a sister gave it to me. Say, all praises to the Most High. There we go. Nice t-shirt the sister gave me. Gave my daughter one, and I have a one. As I'm advancing in age, my eyes are starting to failing me. What's going on here? There you go. That's right. That is. So, all right, brethren. We will begin. And where's the book? There we go. We will begin to. We'll begin to use to talk about Leo, is that thing recording? Is that what that is? I don't know. Is that thing even streaming right now? Because YouTube been messing with my stuff lately. So I'm just going to keep that warm yellowish color because of the sun. Just put this down a little. Can it? It can't? Huh. It can move though. I'm not putting it down. Yes, 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 y'all. A lot's going on, beloved. A lot's going on. And you know what? Let me change this thing back to this original. Um, huh. I didn't put blue. So green. Hmm. Hmm. Put red. Huh. Who's at the door now? Okay, that thing. Hey! Oh, okay. Oops. Damn it. Oh, again, before we begin, would like to give a fair disclosure and a fair disclaimer. If you are not into this type of things, we will highly advise you not to get involved with this because we are about to discuss things that are going to make you feel uncomfortable if you're not with this part, if you're not into this type of things. Hmm. What the hell? Disconnect, reconnect. That thing don't want to reconnect. Uh, trying to fix this blue light. It won't reconnect. Oh, pretty sure it will. Give it a moment. We are not studying those things to make people go worshiping the stars or worshiping something else than the Most High. We are just studying. We're just going to gain a little knowledge that we had lost. Okay. There you go. This color should be good. Hmm. There we go. All right, that's good. It's working now. I guess this one is good. Is this one is good? All right. No, this one is giving some kind of blue thing going on here. There you go. That's the color that I was looking for. All right, beloved. We are going to get down with Leo. And again, this is, again, do I have water? Just enough. Again, this is the practice of magical evocation by Franz Baldon. Okay, so we're just studying things. Eating the meat, spit out the bones. Everything got bones in it. All right, let's begin, beloved. Okay, this is the 30 principles. This is the 30 principles of the zodiac Leo. All the seals of this principle must be drawn in golden browns or golden yellowish color. If you have to draw, for instance, Cosem, which is 145 for Leo, Let's show the nation Kozem 145. Okay. If you have to draw Kozem right here, okay. Give me a one if you can see Kozem. You know, number one, you have to join in gold. Okay, gold browns or gold yellowish. Why? Because um, the fifth house Leo is ruled by the sun, and the color of the sun is yellow or orange, and then in the metal is gold. Okay, so that's what it is. That's what they are talking about. Okay, they look like kids handwriting, but they all mean something. That's why when you see those things around, now you know what they meant. Okay, number one, Kozem. Kozem, 1 degree Leo. Kozem instructs the student about the fire principle of the zone girdling the earth and its influence on our physical world. The student also learns from this principle how to magically employ the principles of light, fire, and above all, the principle of the electric fluid for the spirit, soul, and physical body. Metaira. Metaira, 2nd degree Leo, teaches the student how to put the proper use of the powers of energies of the sun and the electric fluid of the physical world, which with the appropriate practices. And at that time, even by utilize magical aids, for example, fluid condensers, sun ether, radiation devices, and etc. So, Metaira, he helps you harnessing the power of the sun. Then of course Leo, they are strongly affected by the sun. So if you're a Leonite, able again, if you're a Shemeshite Leonite, you should always keep your eyes on the sun. Your planet is with you every day. You can see your planet every day. Even if the day is not Sunday, the planet, all the Leo, that planet up is every day. They can affect things a hell of a lot more quicker and better because this planet rise every day wherever they are. Even though they can't see it, it's like dark, it's raining, but it's there. So it would be very good if you if I was well, if I was a Leo, just like I am what you're calling Aries, I study the planet that rule Aries a lot, Madim. So I build a great relationship with Madimite, and I study Madim a lot, and I find out certain things that I can do because of this planet. And I study the sun a hell of a lot. Okay, and I see certain things that I can do because I'm influenced by the sun. So I would advise if somebody, if you are Leo out there, you need to really look at the sun, man. Just again, please don't go out there and then just stare at the sun. That's not what that is. When I say look, buy books that talk about sun energy, sun magic. They have books called Moon Magic, but I haven't known anything that talk about sun magic. Okay, Moon Magic, and try to get study the sun, man. See what it can do. Like when I say see what it can do, I mean like spiritually. Okay, spiritually, because that's where we are moving. All right. This principle also draws to the attention of the student the reciprocal actions of the electric and magnetic fluids, their harmony, and how this harmony can be utilized for various magical operations. Number three, Javar, Leo. Javar gives the student information about the origin of passions and the embodiment and the soul in connection with this information. The student also learned the profound and secret purposes of all passions, how they serve as a means to an end, and how they should contribute to the strengthening of the will of the other magical powers. The student also learns from Javar how passions can be controlled and transmute into their opposite positive attributes through magical aids and other instruction. The practice recommended by this intelligence can be employed by the magician for those students who are on the path of magical development and who are certain passion which they cannot control. You hear that? Let me read this for you again. This is very important. This is for the one. This is a curveball. See if there's any baseball player here. This is a curveball. Okay. The practices recommended by this intelligence can be employed by the student for those students who are in the path of magical development and who have certain passions which they cannot control. All right. So if you have certain passion, we all have a passion. Some people have a passion for football, basketball. Some people have passion for some substances they can't control. Some people have certain passion for fleshly desire they can control. Some people have a passion for jealousy and hatred. It's just to hit a passion or love. If you have passion for love, some people are passionate about love. Some people are passionate about hate. They just all their life, that's all they are passionate about, hating another human being, bitter, hating everything. They don't like anything except the only thing that they love is hated things. It's a passion they cannot control. So this dude will be the best fellow if you have this type of issue. He will help. That's Java. Is that what that is? Yes, I think that's Java. Yeah. Mara, fourth degree Leo. Mara instruct the student in the magic of the elements with which he can practically utilize the electromagnetic fluid in nature. Mara is a master of the magic of the elements, namely nature magic. So Mara can give you the I would say the knowledge or the wisdom of the elements. So there are many elements out there. While my favorite element is sound. Okay, while the main four is water, earth, which is the dirt, air, and fire. But I love sounds above all of them. Fire extremely dangerous. I love fire. I love my element. But out of all the element, I would say I would take is sound. Sound is a little brother of air. Okay. Lightning is a little brother of fire. Okay. Water, or what is water? Water is something else. Anything it will go with water. Anything liquid with water. The earth, any metal, any crystals, or for that. But sounds is the main thing, man. Whew, sounds is very powerful. That's what I say. You know. All right. Clouds could go with the air. Okay. Paruk, fifth Leo. Paruk teaches the student about the tetrapolar magnet in the physical world, which in its relationship to nature is analogous to the physical body of human being. At the same time, Paruk instructs the student how these powers can be used and practiced in regards to the universal law. Okay, all right. The tetrapolar magnet. Somebody look up tetrapolar or tetrapolar. I believe they are talking about um the North Pole, South Pole, and the equinox. Okay, people really don't talk about the equinox. Okay, you always heard about the North Pole, the South Pole, but yeah, we live in the West and East. Most people live in the West and East. What's in the West and the East? Okay, having four poles, certain abnormal mitotic figures are tetrapolar. Okay, four poles, because the earth truly, yes, gates, portals. The gates, the earth truly have four gates. That's why we have four angels standing there. One on the North Pole, one on the South Pole, one on the West Pole, one on the East Pole, so to speak. The four entrances, guarding the entrances. From what? Why do you have gates? If you have gates, you are preventing something or some people to get in. For instance, if you go to a big city, there is a gate. If you are entering a community, there is a gate. The freeway don't really have gates unless they are turnpike. Most roads do not have gates. They are free places. But if you have gates like the North Gate, South Gate, West Gate, East Gates, they must have protecting something or led some way. I don't know what it is. That's up to you now. Excuse me. Aslotama is what? Where is that? What that is? Oh yeah, Aslotama. 6. Aslotama. Aslotama is well informed about the germinative power of all seeds and nature as well as human being. This intelligence knows all the mysteries of the germinative powers and discloses it to the student, how he can make use of them in practice. Besides that, the student can learn how the electric fluid and its reciprocal action to be the magnetic fluid calls forth life and thereby brings about growth. So as Lotama teach you about seed germing or anything that has to do with germination. If you are an agronom or agronomist, or if you're a farmer, or if you are into planting, this guy can give you secrets that no one on this earth knows. When people are waiting a year or 6 months or 3 months or 2 weeks for their food grow, this guy can give you certain germination secrets. You can grow your food in a few minutes, in a few hours, as you may know in the house of Taurus, if you remember. Okay, that's what this intelligence does. All right. Kagaros 7. Kagaros draws the student attention to the relationship of the air principle, which in nature occupies the position of a mediator. Okay, that's what for the people, if you define the word mediator or mediator, mediator. Okay, now listen to this, Benjamin. Okay, all right. Kagaos draws the students' attention to the relationships of the air principle. Okay, the four principle, but the air principle, of course, if you're a Leo, your element is, of course, fire. Okay, the air principle. At the same time, the air principle, which in nature occupies the position of mediator. Okay, okay, litigator. Okay, mediator, a person who attempts to make people involved in a conflict come to an agreement and go between. A peacemaker, so to speak. That's why if your element is air, by nature, that's what it does. Okay, breathe. Let me go get some fresh air. Let me go out there and get some fresh air. Let me get some air. Let me give me some air, man. When there's too much conflicts and stuff like that, a person who attempts to get people in a conflict or go between them, is that what that is? Am I reading this right? Because my eyes are failing me. Let me read this. Person who attempts to make people involved in a conflict come to an agreement or go between. All right, that's what that is. I don't know. I'm advancing quite fast, and those eyes, I need new ones, man. When I'm gonna find one of those intelligence that can give me new eyes. So a mediator, litigator. A mediator is a person that come and make peace. Get some fresh air, Get you some air and get this thing out. That's what your element does. Unlike fire, fire is something else. At the same time, Kagaros teaches the student about the interrelationship between nature and the human body as the astral body and to the spirit. Okay, all right. Number 8, Womasara. Womasara reveals secrets of the air principle to the students from the magical point of view. Womasara is an outstanding initiator in the art of breathing. For instance, pranayama, that's a form of breathing. Is that what that is? Pranayama? Is that some kind of like Hindu, Buddhism kind of like yoga crap the white people are messing with out there? They have no idea. They're just doing it for clout. You know, is that what that is? Pranayama, 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 pranayama. Okay, he teaches the students how this art is to be practiced correctly. That means whoever is doing this thing out there, I will assume that they are doing it incorrectly. The student can also receive from Womasara the Abhisheka, for instance, initiation into the true knowledge of the magic of breathing, which is not the accumulation of air, but the accumulation of power or energy and true sense of word. All right. The art of breathing. The art of breathing is not to accumulate the power, the air. When you inhale, exhale, it's not meant for air. It's for energy. When you inhale, remember we had a little exercise here called inhale, positive, hold, clean out all the negative, exhale, negative. Inhale, positive, exhale, negative. Inhale, health, exhale, healness. Inhale, health, exhale, disease. Inhale, wealth, exhale, poverty. Inhale, love, hold it, exhale, hatred. Okay, we had an exercise like this because you're not really breathing air, brethren. You're breathing the energy that is around you. The energy. It is always good when you're doing. It is always good and recommended when you're doing a breathing exercise. You always have your. You always have your candle on, so to speak. You say the 3 words, fiat lux, que la lumière fut, let it be light. And of course, it is always good for you to, when you're doing a breathing exercise, you put your light there. If you have a little incense, you put it there. And then I would recommend you do the spiritual black hole. If you're doing a 7 days breathing exercise, do it with the black hole. Okay, do it with the black hole. If you have any crystal, put it there, or quartz. Quartz would be really good. They absorb negative energy, you know. You can serve as a body transfer it in the quartz and then expose the quartz in the sun and then tell the sun to obliterate. Take this negative energy and cleanse it and then bring it back to the house. Okay? Breathing is all not about air in a sense. Okay? You breathe the air and then you exhale the fire. Fire cleanse. You know? For instance, if you're a Leo, okay, and then your element is fire, a breathing exercise would have been really good for you, for all of us, man, for all of us. All right, so again, initiation into the true knowledge of the magic of breathing, which is not the accumulation of air, but the accumulation of power or energy in the true sense of the word. So therefore, you are using your breath to accumulate energy. That's why when you're running a lot, your body's out of energy. There is air. You're out of energy. You have to stop and breathe and recharge your body, recharge your lungs, recharge your blood cells. Put power in it. Energy, power, which is magic. You breathing, sir, is magic. You're manipulating the energy. Okay, that's what that is. All right, for those people out there who sent me silly little emails trying to, oh, God created us to make, to breathe. He didn't create us with magic. Magic is evil. I learned that in the church anyway. Animalon Leo, 9 degree. Animalon is a good initiator on all mystical paths, particularly on that of love and holiness. Animalon explained to the student the difference between the path of holiness and the path to perfection. Animalon or Animalon. Tabata, 10. Leo. The student learns from this intelligence how to make his body resistant to fire in a magical manner through the transmutation of the elements, even to the point of invulnerability. Besides that, the student learns how to change water into ice in an alchemical kabbalistic manner. Okay, so Tabata can teach you how to render your body irresistible to fire. Okay, and it can teach you how to turn water into ice, or vice versa, ice into water in the alchemic way. Alchemy, brother, like we would say, alchemy is not all about alchemy is about transmutation. That's all. It's not about making taking a piece of iron and then turn it into gold. It's more than that. It's just Gentiles always focus on the gold, the wealth, and stuff. There's a lot of things you can do with alchemy, man. Cooking is alchemy. You take a bunch of elements, you put them together, and then you make them into a food. You can take a bunch of things. You take like you take wheat, you put it in some kind of thing. You grind it. You take the flour, you put the sugar and water, salt, yeast, and all that. You mix it together. You make a cake. That's alchemy, magic. That's what it is. You transmutation. You transmutate the elements into something else. That's what that is. And Tabata can help you with that. Okay. Ahabon. Ahabon 11. Ahabon as an initiator has has at his disposal many kinds of methods to produce the various states of ecstasies, trances, and consciousness. These guys, I will caution you if you want to get these guys. Let's see who you want to get. Not low, but somewhere above that is not low. If you want to reach a little bit above, this guy will be the fellow that can show you how to do this thing without buying anything from the hood. This guy, his name is Ahabon. Ahabon is an issue. There's so many kind of methods to produce the various states of ecstasies. Somebody, okay. When I say various states of ecstasies, I meant like state, not the actual pill. Please do not contact this thing and try to buy some pills somehow or show you how to make the pills. Ecstasy is just a state of happiness. Like, yeah, a state of being, yeah, that's what that is. Trances and consciousness. Okay, if you're into that thing. The student learns from Ahabon to school the consciousness to such an extent that he will be able to accurately transfer the impressions that he gains from any sphere into the physical world. Akane Genoaho, 12. Akane Genoaho is a master of divine theurgy and Kabbalistic mysticism. Akane Genoaho teaches the magician how to correctly make use of divine virtues analogous to the laws of creation for the purpose of spiritualization. Orog, 13. Orog can show the student the path to perfection exactly in accordance with the laws of creation. Give me a second, please. All praises to the Most High. One of my friends just called me and let me know one of those big Haitian singers that just I was just discussing that with a sister. He sold over 2 million tickets for a concert for one of those shows like he was doing all over. And then the moment he pop up to the stage, he starts singing. He fell. He's no more. He's no more. When he fall, he lost consciousness. And he's a young man, probably in his 30s. I don't think the oldest he is right now is late 30s. He's no more. And I was just talking with the sister. I told the sister certain things. Those guys, you will see, brothers. If you used to do bad stuff, if you used to do things and you think they didn't have anything out there that watches you, if and then in the face of the public, you look innocent. You get online, make your little shows, and then you do the your little whatever that is your little prayers online, talking good, and then behind the scene you are doing horrible things. Yeah, Mikabe. Yeah, this guy, I have a personal beef with this fellow. I have a personal beef with this guy, and it got personal. Yeah, it got very personal when I was talking to the brother and the sister about this dude because I have a very personal beef with this fellow. Those guys, they come on stage and stuff like that, but behind the scene, mom, yeah, I'm about to tell my mother because those guys were responsible for certain things that they did, and it actually, this was very personal to a degree. Like, I had to go to the Most High, man. I'm like, man, this is very personal to me. Ma, mi cabe mouri. Mi cabe sa kon chante ya.
Qui l'a mouru là?
Jodi, yeah. Ou chanje son son pa nou, son son ki te fe ou fou. Son son.
Qui son son?
Son son soni. Ki fou. E mi se, e menm nek sa ou ki te fe film ba la ou te bali.
Oh, mi cabe?
Menm yo menm nan. Yeah, mouri.
Mi se mouri jodi ya?
So tombe l mouri. Yep.
That's
what it is. Yeah. Yeah, man. Justice, man. All right, let me go ahead and stop this a little to explain to the people what. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So she died. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Amen. Yeah. Gone. Yeah. All right. Let me tell you exactly what happened. Forgive me because this is very personal to me. You see, before I got into and all those things, I used to do my little rap music and all that. And as the people said, not to toot my own horn, I was very good at it. We were very good. We had a rap group called Eclectic. You know what? Let me put the link here. Just in case. Oh crap! There's an interview that I did. I'm gonna put. Let me look for it. Oops. Because this just got very personal to me. Just to show you.
My name's Chris.
All right. Let me get the interview posted there so the people can know. There you go. This got very personal, man. All right, let me put the link right here. You may want to check. Copy. All right. This is the link of the interview that I had with this guy. So back when I was doing music, still do music and all that stuff. It's just like I haven't been doing it so much. I think I'll tell the stories. We had a group called the Eclectic. It was me, a fellow named Sonai, and T Jack, and Diego. There was five of us, but one dude, he was effing around. We had to drop him. And we were very good in our area. We kind of like blew up where we were in the hood and part of our hood. And this dude, you see that passed out? This guy, he was one of the, he has the status of Jake, I mean, not Jake, Drake. He has this status of Kanye West kind of like status. I mean, he sold over 2 million, whatever. So this dude, he heard about our buzz, all right? And then I still blame myself for what happened to my dog, because if I was there, I knew for a fact this wouldn't, and it is because I knew for a fact if I was there, none of those things wouldn't happen, because we were brothers, we love each other's, and he always looked my dog Sonai, he always looked at me as being his older brother. We love each other's, and whatever I did, he did it too. Whatever the group did, we did. Everywhere we were going, we dressed the same way. We were very good. And then certain things I can't say because of lawyers and all that. So this guy, what he did, he get down with my dog. Well, they had to exile me. I had to leave. I had to be exiled. And when I left, a part of me, a part of Sonai was broken. And he the whole dream, the band, Diego left, T-Jack got married, and then he was the only guy that was left behind. And there wasn't nobody there to protect him because he was really young. He was the tallest of all of us, but he was the youngest. And then he was the most talented. I'm telling you, this dude produced a whole album by himself. He wrote all the song and all that. And he went and the guys went and contact them. They were in contact with us because they were trying to, whenever you see like guy like Drake's, if you go ahead and watch this interview and follow this dude, watch some of a few videos, you will understand like, wait a minute, those guys, you guys don't have any talent at all. You people get people write for you. People make beat for you. They sing the song for you. You imitate their voice. You imitate their style. You record it just like Elvis Presley. Right? Elvis didn't know how to sing, how to dance. None of that. They had to book a black man for him and what this thing dance and do all the and then he will copy it. He will go on stage. That's why he died for the depression and doing a lot of drugs, because he didn't know how to do this thing. That was not him. So that's how those guys do. So they call my dog Sonai, aka Cyborg. Sonai came in, and then they were like hang out with them, and then they give him the studio. They say, do your thing. I'm telling you, man. He was so impressive. These skills he was making the song while he was doing 10,000 things at once, playing the piano, making the beat, do this, editing video and all that. And the guy that was the manager got impressed with him. So, and that dude that just literally got out, he heard the rumors that they said, hey man, they're gonna replace you with Sonai and stuff like that. He's like, why would you want to pay 5 people for a job one guy can do? And not only can do the one job, he can do it very well. Hopefully this guy's not dead, man. Hopefully, I gotta double check. Hopefully he's not dead, because I wanted this dude to suffer for what he did. So when he heard that, so him and his friend, they devised a plan. All praises to the Most High. If I'm lying, may the Mighty One forgive me, because I'm just telling you what they told me. It may not be the truth, because when I ask my people, they make the story sounds good to me. They made my dog, which I knew him, they made him sounds innocent. Okay, and then they come to my dog in the studio, and then we don't smoke, we don't drink. That was like the number one rule of our group. We don't smoke, we don't drink, point blank, period. And the whole neighborhood, our whole friends know we don't drink, we don't smoke. We go places, we perform. Back then, we used to go places, we perform in concert and stuff. We get paid, we good, but we don't drink, we don't smoke. So those guys came in. He was one of them. Okay, antagonize. He keep talking my dude to say, man, hey, you gotta hit this drink with us, man. Say, no, man, we don't. That, you know. He said my artist name. He said, you know, Big don't do it. I don't do it. T Jack don't do it. Diego. And then he told my friend, listen, man, if you don't do it, you can't be here because we all do it. What one puff can do. And then my friend, you know, is like, okay, whatever, dog. I need this job. He made him smoke. From this day till now, his mind is gone. My dog mind is gone. They had to chain him. And the hospital, he literally, brethren, went crazy because the dude, he has a history of doing this. He spiked your stuff. He spiked it. He spiked the whole thing. So my dog went crazy. And then all he wants to do, that's what he want to smoke. I'm not quite sure if some of you may be familiar with spice. You see, spice is like, well, it looked like Mary, but it's not Mary. They lace it. Is that what that is? Lace or spike? Because I don't know what I'm not too good. They spike your drink, but they lace whatever. They lace it with something else. K2, is that what that is? They lace it. They call it cement. Okay, he lace it. And then when my dog starts smoking, and then he keep giving the same thing, he give him a dose, a fatal dose. But all praises to the Most High. He was involved with those guys. Every time my dog go to the studio, he never let him walk on the studio. He let him go somewhere and then let him smoke until he fall asleep. And then he cut him off cold turkey. One day he came into the studio, he cut him off. They stole all his work and they cut him off. They cut my dog off. And then he become crazy. His mom literally, his dad died. His dad recently died a year ago because of the whole depression. And his mother could not work. They come, they say, what's going on? What happened? Why is it like this? He become literally crazy. He become to a point, brothers, that he did something that was so horrendous. Well, he was attempted to do something that was so horrendous. So literally so bad because he was out of his mind. You know, he forced himself to one of his niece or one of his cousin that was trying to feed him because they had to chain him in the house for him to not going around and committed a horrible crime. So when we go to the investigation, we talk and ask what happened to him, and then they say, oh, those guys, the same crew with this dude. They say that's what those guys say. First of all, they warn my dog. They say those guys are not good people, man. They do horrible things. And then he got involved with them. They did that to him. So I took this very personal. When I knew about this, it was very personal to me. So I sent a thought and I pray. I'm like, well, those guys, they will pay for what they did, man. And then now today, this dude was on stage singing. Hopefully he's not dead. And the moment he started, the concert just started. And then he stopped breathing. He stopped breathing. And then he fall on the floor. They brought him to the hospital. He's no more. And I sent the sister the voicemail, and I just tell him, these guys, they're not good people. Hopefully the story that they told me is made up. Now, okay, if he's dead, then that's it, man. That's it. Because it's not the first time those guys do this. That's what's personally hit me, and I give the Most High, great praise, great glory, man. All right, I really don't want to cry live, but I give the Mighty One great praises, man. But yeah, so because those guys, you can see, listen to all of his music, beautiful. That guy, all his stuff are good. He has zero. This is like the sweetest boy band dude, cool dude and stuff like that. But behind the scene, that's not who he was. That's not who he was. So now it's even. My dog is alive, though. I gotta call tomorrow morning. I gotta call him to check on him because he's slowly but surely he's recovering. He's recovering. Last time I saw him, and then I can see it in his eyes. I said when I saw him, I can see the flame that, we cry, we hug, and then I tell him to forgive me. I had to leave, and then we reconcile. We had no beef though, but my dog is calling me again. It's calling me. Yeah, so give me a second. Let me see what he has to say. All right. Yeah. So, and this was very personal to me, dog, because this dude. Oops. Because these dudes over there, they do terrible things, and you will see the fan with like, oh man, he was pretty good and stuff like that, and he was good, but he wasn't. All right, he wasn't. Justice is served. I was just talking about my dog today. I told him, you see, anyone that are doing horrible things out there, you will pay, man. You will pay. The Most High gonna come after you. You will pay. You will. He died very young, and my dog's still alive. All praises to the Most High. All right, brethren, let us keep on moving. One more thing. There was a woman I used to go to school with her son, and today she died. Also today, she did something. One of the dude in the hood that do his stuff. He got better. He make a little money, and she get the gangs. The gangs kidnap the dude, and then the dude pay like millions of dollars, and then they release him. So the dude recontact the gang. He said, "I'll give you another million if you tell me who did it." And of course, they are freaking gangs. They accept it, and then they say she did it. And they gave him the proof, the text messages, the photos, the voicemail, the WhatsApp voicemail, and everything. She died today. She died today. She died. She was pregnant. She died with the child. You gotta be very careful, man. If you're out there doing things that are literally destroy people's lives, all praises to the Most High, man. Okay, forgive me, brethren, because things got very emotional quick, man. I don't want to I don't want to hold that in, and I'm doing the show, and the energy that are in me will affect you. So anyway, let us keep on moving. Akanejo Naho. Akanejo Naho Leo. Akanejo Naho. Wait, I just read that. Okay. Orog. I just read Orog 13. Wow, we're moving fast. Okay. Texai. I thought that said Texas or taxi, but it's Texai. Okay. 14. Texai. Texai Leo. The student learns from this principle to fully and correctly understand the synthesis of all religious system and philosophy. Besides that, the student will learn to translate the symbolic representation of philosophical system into an intellectual language. Herrick, 15. Herrick teaches the student about the relationships between the mental, astral, and physical worlds, and therefore the reciprocal action of the mental, astral, and physical fluids in the physical body and in nature. Furthermore, Herrick teaches the students how disharmonies come into being through these fluids and how these harmonies can be reestablished in this respect. This intelligence can elucidate all disharmonies to the students. Besides that, the students will be given various methods which, with influences upon the mental, astral, and physical materia, can be carried out. Okay, so this guy gives you certain things to deal with disharmony when something is not harmonized. Okay, that's what Eric does. Iknayag or Ignyag 16 Leo. Iknayag entrusts the student with methods whereby he has access to omniscience and the highest divine intuition. Damn. Furthermore, the students can enlighten his intellect through these divine virtues. Somebody define omniscience or omniscience. Is that what that is? No, it's omniscience. It's not. Oh yes, omniscience. Huh? Omniscience. Yeah, omniscience. Omniscience. To the highest divine intuition. Damn, that's woo. Odak 17. Odak Leo is an initiator of cosmic love magic, baby. He gives the students theurgic magical love methods with instruction on how to use them in the mental, astral, and physical worlds. Macabera. Macabera teaches the student the occult anatomy of human beings, in particular about their relationships. He also gives the student theurgic magical healing method. Okay. Omniscience, the state of knowing everything, the notion of divine omniscience. Omniscient, how do you pronounce this? I know omniscient or omniscience. The state of knowing everything. I need to see this guy. Whoa, a godlike thing. The state of knowing everything. Omniscience. Ah, it's not omniscience, but it's omniscience. Omniscience. I don't want to confuse it with French word. Forgive my pronunciation. The state of knowing everything, sir. You want to know everything in this book or any other book that ever come? Go see my dog. What's his name again? Iknayag. Okay, Iknayag. Okay, Iknayag entrusts the student with methods whereby he has access to omniscient and the highest divine, highest divine intuition. That means the Most High, God Almighty, sit there, put you in the chair, and then make you his primary student and teach you everything. You know everything. Man, look at how many knowledge we have, man. Can't wait for to use those things, man. Which I've been using some of them. They are working, all right. Pashkan, 19 Leo. Pashkan is an initiator, and he will initiate the student into talismanic magic. The student learns from Pashkan how to make talisman and how to load them accordingly to heal various ailments or to bind a being to the talisman. This is one thing that I want to learn how to use, how to bind. Sensei do this. Some of the people already got the talisman that Sensei have. There's a being in there. How to tie or to bind, not tie though, bind a being into. This one has a being tied bind into it, because Sensei was the one who consecrated this. Okay, like we told you, get your stuff. The best pentacle that you want, you can get a pentacle of your guardian angel and get it on deck. When we send the words, you send yours with the fee. We send the holy mule over there. She got them consecrated, and then we ship them back onto you. You have them consecrated by the masters. Okay, that's no joke there. And you don't use those things. This is for defense only. I cannot use. That's what I choose something like this, because I know if I got something I can use for offense. There'll be a bunch of stuff out there that will do. But anyway, so I want to know how to do this, how to load those things. Like for instance, okay, my monocle here, my mighty monocle. When I want to investigate something here, I want to know how to load this. For instance, I want to say, put this in front of my third eye. I can see everything that's going everywhere at the same time, and I understand it. Not confusion. If I want to see anywhere around the world, anywhere in the astral plane, any planes, any planet, any universe, and just tell this being, hey, I want to know it. And I just put it in front of my third eye, and I open my eyes and I see everything. Know everything, learn everything. Cool. We can do those things. Once again, thank you to the beloved brother that so I haven't sent the brother the email yet to tell him thank you. Oops, you know what? This thing is a little bit. You know what? Let me just put it right here. This thing right there. There you go. That's good. Yeah. So that is quite powerful, talisman. All right. Okay, because those being, I don't want to go there, but They are quite powerful. And they were all created for us to use as we please. As we please. Kookona. 20. Kookona. All right. Kookona familiarized the student with the preparation of alchemical remedies prepared for metals. The student learns from this intelligence how to prepare the true alchemical gold tincture and how to administer it for various ailments. The student is also instructed as to the dosage to be administered when it comes to the alchemical remedy. Remog 21. Remog gives the student instruction with which to awaken himself within himself the talent of prophecy. Okay, so Remog out there. Okay, so if you are about prophecy, you wanna, if you, for instance, if you are one of those clairvoyance people or clairaudience stuff, or if you are Levanahite and you are born in the influence of the moon, and then the moon, well, it's the day of the moon, and then you can dreams, you have this talent. This dude can help you see the talent of prophecy. What does prophecy say before? Prophecy say before they're going to kill the Haitian president. They did prophecy. They're going to invade Haiti. They did prophecy. They're going to get their butt kicked. Not yet, but they will. Prophecy. There won't be any rapture before 2020. It didn't happen. Prophecy. It won't happen in 2021. It didn't happen. Prophecy. 2022, you got less than 90 days. It won't happen in 2023. It's going to get worse. It won't happen. Get ready. You think 2022 was a little war happened in February. The war has been 6 months now, right? More than 6 months into this war. Is that what that is? When did that war? We're 6 months into it, right? Is that what that is? But anyway, 2023, I'm gonna be there, so we'll see. Abetira. Oh no, wait. Remog. Okay, the ability for prophecy. At the student request, Remog himself will awaken the ability of prophecy within him, or he will have it done by his subordinates. Remog is deemed to be the prophet of the zone girdling the earth. His prophecies are not limited to the zone and also include our physical realm. All right, so Remog, he can help you say before it happened. Okay, it's going to rain today. Boom, it start raining. Prophecy. Say before. That's all prophecy is. Okay. Abetira 22. Abetira shows the student ways to attain worldly riches, power, and be held in high esteem. Besides that, Abetira or his servants help the student attain the favor of good graces of every important people in high position. So Abetira, okay, this dude help you attain worldly riches, power, and be held in high esteem. If you're all about that life, hey, I bet you are here. Clean stuff, man. Okay, when they say this, brothers, of course, you will have to do something. You will have either work for it, but they will make it easier, or you're going to have to give something for this because nothing is free, man, you know? Irali Carison administers Abhisheka, for instance, true initiation into all religious system, in particular all the various kinds of yoga. He also helps the student to understand the most difficult tantric texts. So if you're into, yoga and stuff. Let me see. Prophecy, order or by his divine inspiration, to predict with assurance or the basis of mystic knowledge. Okay, to say before. Ow. Golopa 24, Leo. Golopa teaches the student to read mental, astral, and physical occurrences in the Akasha. Furthermore, he allows the student to gain knowledge on how causes of the mental, astral, and physical kind that come out of the Akasha principle, set of effects, For example, Goloka can show the student exactly how causes he has created through his thoughts will turn into effects during his present life or into another incarnation. The same apply to astral and physical causes. So Golopa is that guy that can show you how you can manifest your thought into physical things. So thinking about food, thinking about thinking about drinking water, thinking about drinking a glass of water, and then your thoughts can manifest into an actual glass of water. You're starving, you're thinking about food, you just literally manifest your thought and then turn into a giant table loaded with all sort of food you want to eat. Yeah, you need a new car. You just manifest your thoughts, turn it into a new car, you get it. It may not be turning into a new car, but something happened. They call you Big Levi. Is that you, sir? So yes. You are that random caller number 9. We just called for this station. We have this car we want to give you so we can get a tax break. So yeah, it's brand new. Or somebody come in and deliver a bunch of food to your house, and then it's not the house, it's not the place, and then that person got pissed off and say, man, by the time I get back and drive with them, they'll be worthless. You keep it. Your thoughts manifest the food it came. You want your house to be paid, and then so one day the bank sent you a letter say your house hasn't been paid. Oh, why? Well, there was a millionaire that he was about to die, and then he said he wanted to do something good for random people, and then he picked up 5 names, and he picked up one name, it turned out to be you, and then he pay. Here's your receipt. You have a good day now. That's what it is, because your thoughts think it, and it manifests. Jagakis 25. Jagakis places methods at the disposal of the student with which he can refine his consciousness for spheric impressions without the separation of the mental body. Oops, sorry. Pagalusta. Pagalusta, Leo. Pagalusta instruct the student how he can manage to bring about mediumistic phenomena, either by himself or with the help of mediums. This intelligence gives the student exact instruction on how object can be transported over a vast distance by dematerialization, and materialization. We talked about this before. Listen to what Pagulosta can do. He can give you the ability to transport object from a vast distance. Brethren, when I'm talking about vast distance, I don't mean like here to Europe, man. I don't mean here to Europe. Like here to Paris, here to England, London. That's not vast distance. I'm talking about here to Alpha Centauri A. That's right, from another galaxy. That's what I'm talking about, son. I'm talking about like galaxy from galaxies, man. Solar system from solar system. Transport, dematerialize it, and then rematerialize it here. From other realms. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Vast distance, brethren. That's nothing. Wormholes. Yes. I'm talking about transporting something from another realm, from another world that is completely and utterly different from ours, and then you bring it here. That's what I'm talking about, son. Okay? All I want to know, if I can leave this earth in a second and come back in a second, that 1 second counted as a lifetime, another place that is higher than anything that we're learning here. And then when I come back here after that 1 second, I retain all knowledge, just like Superman did when he traveled to the 31st century. I retain all the knowledge of that place, and then I just bring everything that I learn over there. I just dematerial. I just transport everything here and build a better civilization for our people. That's over a vast distance, brethren. That's how it means. Astronomical distance. distance from the planets, from the suns. I'm not quite sure if we are on Earth Prime or Earth whatever. I'm not quite sure which Earth we are in. Those things are very confused, and I don't want to tell the people you are not living on Earth. You're living inside of alien computer simulated imagery. Nothing is real. Take this gun, put it in your mouth, pull this. Death is just an illusion. You know, everything. No, I'm not this type of dude because I don't know what that thing is. I don't know. I don't know what they are. I don't know. I know damn well the Most High that put a bunch of alien coming up, or we you know, a bunch of the Matrix is a movie that gives you an idea of possibility of something that happened. Doesn't mean it is exactly how it is. It just shows you are in the Matrix. A lot of things they are esoteric and exoteric, but our people take the exoteric and try to make it esoteric. Like, yo, what the hell, man? I don't know about anything about that. You know, I don't know, man. But a principle that can show you, you know, how to transport things over a vast period, over a vast distance. I want to be friendly with this guy, man. You know, I want to be friendly with that. I want to know this style. Okay, what is the furthest way you can make something travel, dematerialize, and excuse me, give me a second. Dematerialize and make it materialize right in front of me. Okay. All right, let me read this for whoops. Let me read this again. What was his principal name again? Pagalusta, okay? This intelligence gives the student exact instructions on how objects can be transported over vast distances by dematerialization and materialization. Vast distances. Super far away. That's right, sis. I'm in love with a bunch of intelligence. I'm like, man, can we truly do those things? Man, I want to try this ish. But we are not, well, at least I'm not ready yet. In the spiritual realm, when it comes to those things, I am considered to be quite immature. You know, I'm not ready yet. So I got a bunch of maturity stuff to do so I can grow. All right, 27. Ikdison or Ikdison. Ikdison initiates the student into the particular method with which he can realize every wish through magical power on the physical plane or whatever concern the physical plane. You heard that, man? Ikdison initiates the student into the particular method which he can realize every wish through magical powers on the physical plane. On the physical plane. Whatever that you... Let me read it again. Ikdison initiates the student into the particular method with which he can realize every wish through magical powers. That's like having a genie in a bottle. You just rub this bottle. All right, genie. I want supreme, divine, providence knowledge. I want to be healthy. I want to be young. I want to be strong. I want to be muscular. I want to be wise. I want to be live forever. I want to. I want to live in a place that nobody else lives there. I want to build a house in the South Pole, and I don't want to be affected by the weather. I want to build a house with ice on the South Pole, and I want to travel. I want to have a house here. People think I live here, but I live in South Pole. I don't want to, when I'm driving, I'm taking like 2, 4, 5, 6 months to go to the South Pole while I'm driving. While I'm driving and I press a button in my car, a portal open in front of me, and I appear in my garage over there in South Pole. I want to. I wish I can fly. I wish I can do this. I wish I can do that. And your wish come true. That's what it says here. Crazy stuff. Just saying. Takaosa 28, Leo. Takaosa gives the student magical formulas. By using these magical formulas in the mental, astral, and physical worlds, he can call forth effects through the elements or through the beings of the elements. The student can also receive from this intelligence Kabbalistic formulas through which he can easily make the beings of the air and water principle compliant. What these guys do, Takaosa, he gives you formulas. For instance, this is a formula, okay? Oh, well, this is too complex. All right, this is simple, two line. This is a formula that was given by an angel to Solomon. This formula allows Solomon. I'm not quite sure which pentacle. This is the pentacle of Mercury. Okay, let's say this pentacle gives you access to all the beings that live under the firmament. Is that what that is? I think that's what it is. You know, all the so-called the aleatory spirits. Okay, the aleatory spirits give you access to them. Remember the aleatory spirits? They just so eager to serve. Okay. This is a formula. They can give you a formula to control the being of the water and the air because there's being living in there. You may not see them. There are certain beings in the water that they don't know. A sister sent me an article that they find out that they have over 1 billion crabs missing. They just disappear. Crab. Now, what seems to be the issue? What's eating all this crab? 1 billion disappear? Not fished out or eat out. They just spoof. You see, one thing is because we have our sea, which is salty, the sea that is under inside of the earth, which is the opposite sea, is fresh water. Certain of the animals that we thought went extinct, they're just living inside of the earth and they are the sea. And they can travel to certain portal, gates, or cave, and they can come back here. Certain fairy animals or mythical animal stuff, they probably live in the subterranean world. Somebody remind me after this to show certain images on the book Mundus Subterraneus, Latin. Remember that book, Mundus Subterraneus or Subterraneus? We were studying this book probably a year ago. All right, we will just, but because the information was a little bit too advanced. Okay, so now we started to catch up, or we understand certain things. We'll bring it over there. Okay. Somebody remind me when I'm done with this, all right? Andracor, Leo. Andracor is considered to be the master of the magic of water. You see, now you have a being, Andracor, that live in the, well, not in the sun, and the house of Leo, which is the element is fire. He's a master of water. If you're Leo Knights and your element is fire, but you love water, you would like to breathe water, you like to walk with water, that's your guy right there. Okay, Andracor is considered to be the master of the magic of water. He entrusts the student with many secret practices through which to achieve wonderful phenomena through the water elements, phenomena concerning which he will otherwise not have the faintest idea. For example, healing very difficult ailment and so on. Last one, Kaona, Leo 30. This Kaona will reveal to the students mean of protection which will make him immune to or protect him from thunderstorm, hurricanes, etc. Okay, Kaona seal 174. If you have a hurricane going to pass through, I would advise you make Kaona 174 right here. Put this scribble thing upon your door if a hurricane going to pass. So, and then you tell Kaona, hey, protect this house, man. I'm the child of the light. Help me out here, man. I don't want to lose my house like the Gentiles. Okay. All right. Kaona will make him immune or protect him from thunderstorms, hurricanes, etc. Besides that, this intelligence draws the attentions of the student to Kabbalistic practices to calm the most stormy ocean, stop or causes thunderstorm, calm or evoke hurricanes. Okay. Now you know those hurricanes that are happening out there. They're happening because the angels are making them happening. Kaona is doing this, not technology and stuff. Those people don't use technology to destroy their own thing. Great praise, great glory, beloved. Give the Most High praises and glory. We learned something today. We learned a little bit. We give the Mighty One great praise, good glory. Thank you, beloved. We had learned a couple of the stuff, and once more, there are certain things that happen in the middle of the of the podcast. You know, it was very personal to me. And my homeboy called me. He told me, Mika Ben, he's no more. You know, this guy, I hold a personal grudge with him. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Hopefully, if I'm wrong, I tell the Musa to forgive me. But what he did to my homeboy, what he did to my brother was hurtful. And then you start seeing justice, and those guys, they were there, okay, to distract the nation, to distract the people. All right, so oh yes, let me go get the book concerning Mundus Subterraneus. Okay, all right, give me a second, beloved. Let me go get the book. All right, for those of you who wish to leave, you can leave. I'm going to get the book so we can study the Mundus Subterraneus. All right. Give me a second. Oops. All right. Good. Forgive me, beloved. I usually don't do this. You know, when I'm doing things, they just happen. Okay. This book here, it's called Mundus Subterraneus. Now, it's free. We have the PDF. I think it's on the website. If not, I will kindly ask the beloved brother Devin to send this to put it on the website. This book was recommended to us by a beloved sister when we were making a video and we were talking about the civilization that is under the world, the cave that our ancestors give us location that we ourselves can travel there. We were discussing it, and then the sister sent a video link to me, and there's a Gentiles that was studying this book. This book called Mundus Subterraneus. It's in Latin. Okay, you don't have to speak Latin to understand this book. Okay, we translate it as the subterranean world. That means the world that is under the earth. That's what it means. Mundus Subterraneus. Mundus means world. Subterraneous means subterranean. Subterranean, under this terrain. Okay, now in this book, okay, there are many pages, all right? For instance, oops. Oh, brother, forgive me. There's so much dust in this thing, and I'm wearing a black shirt. Now, let me read this for you. Notum est experimentum de toturu finof queb ubi aqua repleviris et uno extremo in valis fundo aquis repleti profito alteum extrafum directum frule firare totum vas exatum iri e fireli li viva aqua vas factae fruxum per fusum quocid per turuo duaturum simili posus mundo forbidden intera subterraneus metalus accidere tibi persuadias velim. Remember I told you, some of you, if you can learn Latin, some people start learning. That was like a year ago. The most I put it in our mind. There you go. Now, brethren, let me show you. This is what they say here. I'm just going to wing this thing. Okay, this is what I'm assuming they're saying because of the words that I can translate. Most of it I can. Now, let me show you this. You see this? This is a mountain. All right? This is a giant mountain. Inside of this mountain, there is another a mountain here. You see those little small mountains? Those are big, huge mountains too, but they are smaller. Okay, you can see the trees. Those are giant trees. You see how small those trees are? And inside of this mountain, there is a source of water. Okay, inside of the mountain, there is a waterfall inside of it. Okay, that gives sources to this lake over there. This is a giant, this is a sea. Okay, this is a giant lake and another giant one inside of the mountains. Like when you see huge mountain like the Rocky Mountain, the Colorado River. Oh, the Colorado River came from like the feet of the mountain. But where did this water came from? It came from those giant things that is inside of the earth. Okay? Your Colorado River and the Rocky Mountains, they are not from where those people are saying. This is the true origin of those things. Those things are huge, brothers. If you stand from this side of this so-called lake that is inside of this mountain, you cannot see the other side. It is so far out. And it's not dark, brethren. It's not dark. They have crystal, lighting crystal, quartz crystal that light like the sun in there. It's beautiful. Beautiful. It's not something dark inside of the mountain. It's not dark when you go to those caves. It's not. All right, let's say a couple more. There you go. Okay. Fine termino repetir afurum en oecum tam orendas acum catadus tam fumi dabilem fonum precipi ut nifi statim pedim referat fonutu ob furdecant idim terfu. Now, you see how this is? Okay. All right. You see how inside of this mountain there is four waterfall. Okay, inside of the mountain, there's 4 waterfall. It is said there is more water inside of the earth than above the earth. And we know this earth is 75% water. Okay. All right. So you can see those are waterfall. There's a giant reservoir right here. Another waterfall. That's 3. Another, that's 4 waterfall. Okay. All right, there's giant. This is you see how, let me show you. You see how these trees above and then this thing is inside of the mountain. All right. Something. Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry. Oh boy. Stop, Siri. Stop. Don't do anything. Okay. There you go. This is more stuff again. A lot of the rivers they told you ended in the sea. That's what the sea of no. Most of those rivers, where do those rivers begin? Oh, they begin at some spring. But where's the source of this spring? Oh, sorry. All right, you see how you see those are boats. Okay, you see those are boats. Now, you see those things? Those are wormhole. Well, water wormhole, so to speak. You see those little things that look like, some kind of like twirling stuff. I don't know if you guys can see this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see the crack that go in there. You see the waters that came from the mountains. Boy, I can't see. Anyway, let me show you. You see the waterfall. The water sources come from the mountain, and then they go down, and then they reach the river. See those are wormholes. You can get into this right here, and then you are here in India. Okay, those are road. You can follow. Those are not little rivers, brothers. Those are giant rivers that is inside of the mountains. You can follow them. You see, those are boats in the sea, and all those things go down there. Trails, whirlpool. That's the proper name. All right. There you go. You see the earth? Again, every time I put this book out there, I am not interested on your debates trying to prove things to me. Send me video of these Gentiles trying to prove shapes of anything. I'm not interested in this. I'm interested in the knowledge the Messiah is sending to me until the Messiah sent me another knowledge that can back up what those Gentiles are saying out there. I'm not going to repeat it. You see this? This is the earth, so to speak. Volcanoes are entrances to the earth. All right, you see 1, 2, 3 volcanoes. Now, if you look at in the middle right here, that's the giant sun that is inside, aka the crystal, the giant heart of the earth. Okay, now this is what's powering all the volcanoes. Those are not water, brethren. Those things that's connected. You see, all the volcanoes, they are connected line to this heart. This big one, they have small pockets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All those pockets are lava or magma, since they're under the earth. All magma. So when this thing sending too much pressure, the volcanoes pop up. The pressure pop up. Okay? The volcanoes are all around the world. All right? Those are the 4 portals. They really don't have actually like kids that blowing wind out of their mouth and stuff like that. That's how it's a representation of us. So those are the 4 angels, the 4 corner that pushing winds, okay, that keep this thing doing its thing. All right. This is a better representation of this giant crystal that is inside of the earth. That's giant sun. They call it the smoky god. Okay. All right. The subterranean world. Now, inside of the earth, since there is water, and wherever there is water, there is life. And if there is life, there should be animal. Do they have animal live over there? Can animals survive in there? Oops. Okay. We had identified this animal. Actually, the Messiah indeed sent this animal after us. Can anybody identify this animal? We did identify it. It's a rooster with a serpent tail. There you go. That's the cockatrice. Okay, the Messiah indeed sent the cockatrice after us when we were going into slavery to literally. He sent them unto us. It was prophesied in the book of which book that prophesied the cockatrice was coming after us and kill us. Okay, they're not small, okay, they're not that small, and those things are living inside of the earth. Okay, all right. You already know what that is. I don't even need to go into details about this fellow right here. Okay, Mundus Subterraneus. All right, you already know what this guy is. Okay, a lot of those beings live inside of the earth because okay, look at this one right here. You see what's coming out of his mouth? You see what's coming out of his mouth? All right. So that's what that is. All right. Now, this is one of the most fascinating things I ever seen. Let me, this thing, when I read this, okay, somebody was explaining this is Eve right there. Okay, this is Eve. That's the thing, the clothes that the Most High made for Eve. Okay, remember when she got off the garden, the mighty one give Eve I go into this story all the time. I just love it. Eve has a super clothes. Adam has one too. Okay, Adam give it to Seth. Seth give it to Noah. It was stolen by Ham. Ham give it to his son Canaan. Canaan give it to Nimrod, and Esau kill Nimrod and get this clothes. And that's why Esau, once he get this clothes, he didn't want the blessing anymore. The blessing was holding him back. He sold it. He tricked Jacob. Oh man, I'm so still weak. What would I have done to sell this blessing to you? He sell the blessing to Jacob and all that. So that's the clothes that one sister brought that to our attention. Let's see which is the part that I love. There you go. Okay, those are certain type of fish they have down there. Okay, certain animals, certain birds. This thing is heavy. It's pretty big. Certain birds and certain birds and animal. Okay, there's an animal that look like a human. Let me see if I can get this animal. Okay, this animal look like a man. Okay, there's a bird there. I could go on a whole lesson about this thing, but it's not in English, and I really do not have the time to translate this whole book, man. The book is pretty freaking big. Okay, let's see the dragon. There's a part that I like. They show you, and there you go. All right. Those are certain inhabited that live under the earth. All right. This is a regular human. Anybody see this regular human? All right, that's a regular human right there in the subterranean world. That's a regular tree on the subterranean world. This guy is a giant. This is a regular human right there. This is a giant. This is another giant. This is a freaking giant. And this is a freaking titan. Now, what you gonna do, bad boys, when the Most High unleash those things upon you? Okay? This is a regular human right there. That's a regular human. You can see it. To us, this is a giant. That's a super giant. That's a mega giant. This is a freaking titan. This is a tree and the regular on the subterranean world. All right, crazy Haitian. Okay, crazy. There is a part in this book that I love so much, which show you how vast. If you watch the whole, they stopped Hunter x Hunter season 5 or season 6 because they were going to get into some heavy ish. Hunter x Hunter, this show they actually had to stop it because it was getting into some heavy stuff. The last season that they were going to get was going to get into some heavy stuff. Okay, all right. So now, you see this? You see this? This is a giant mountain. All right. This is a giant mountain. Inside, that's the sea. You can see the boat here. Okay, this is the boat here. It's a giant mountain. You can see the trees. Inside of this mountain, those are roads. Those are roads. Now, people are saying that, well, Big Levi, oh man, they are building something under the Denver airport. No, they already find something that was already under the Denver airport, and then they try to move there when Yeshua went there. You know, why do you think the Vatican will literally dig a hole under the freaking Vatican that is 52 miles long? No, there's a giant freaking massive city under the Vatican that we already built, and they just put our books. Probably it's a library that's already been there. Most likely it's one of our libraries that's already been there that those people cannot gain access to. Most likely the books that are in there are behind force field. They cannot destroy it. They just try to prevent people to get in there. You know, those people won't spend their money digging holes to hide. They will find holes in cities that already been built. They will try to hide there. All those stuff of our stuff. I see people are afraid. The Denver airport, Big Levi, the Illuminati, I mean, they build things in there. They didn't build hish. They swagger jack everything that we have. Hey, we build this. No. You did not. Yeah. Thank you, Gida 17. Wall Street, they talk about it, Hunter x Hunter and Dark Continent. The Wall Tree, a tree that is so big, so tall. And then they find out there's even a bigger wall from above them. And then once they start getting into this, they cancel the whole series. Because this guy was pulling from our records. I don't want to spoil it. Remember what the Godfather said? Gene? He said, you see those things? Gene could have, people don't know this. Gene could have easily defeated the Chimera King. Jin could have easily defeated him with the snap of a finger. Why? Because Jin know where he came from, how his biology, his physiology. Jin pretty much know everything. Jin could have like literally defeat this guy. As if it was like, oh, this guy was so hard to defeat and stuff. Thank you, beloved brother Yoshua Music. For those of you that watch Hunter x Hunter, it's pretty brutal. After once they get into the Chimera, that thing get really dark. That thing gets so dark, like, yo, this is like some next level-ish. Woo! This thing put you in you felt like you were in real danger when you're watching it. Like, man, what if I encounter beings like this? Those guys they really cannot be killed. But the king, he could have easily killed. Because Jin said, you see those guys, they came from above. The mother she fell down. And she injured. I'm not gonna spoil the whole thing, but anyway, yeah. So I don't know. This is a weird invention right there. I'm not quite sure what that is, but they have an invention. Some of you can make what that is. It seems there's some fire in a pot, and then there's a hand on a cloud. You know, I don't know what they're trying to say here. It's like a rod that can be suspended in the air by fire. I'm not quite sure what that is because I cannot, I don't know. Let me see. Fiat ex fallis fofilis fragmento lenseo umo. Oh, that's the instruction to build these things. Not quite. They call it experimentum too. Okay, they give you instruction to do those experimentation. Okay, it seems this is okay. It says experimentum. Okay, it seems. Oh, you know what? It's like this. It seems this is a homework they give you to experiment it how you can levitate a stick in the air by to put a special boiling thing. You put it cloud, you put some water thing. Well, this is not water because it seems the steam or whatever liquid you put in there, and then if you put a stick over it, it will just levitate. The reason, brother, I'm assuming the reason why they draw cloud with a hand holding the stick, they're literally telling you that the air will hold the stick. But doesn't literally it doesn't mean an actual hand will come out of little clouds. It's just levitation. It's an experiment concerning levitation, from what I'm hearing here, from what I'm reading here. Okay, it says experimentum 1. Fiat ex falis fofilis fragmento lenceola uno palmo longa. Okay, I believe it say experiment 1. I gotta read it and translate in French. Allumer le four, ignite, put fire into the woods, into the oven, put quamcum coliber, put a vase, and ita comites un ligna parts falinas lencero comifa un equilibrium sub. Okay, all right, okay. What they said, well, what I'm assuming they're saying here, put the pot on the fire, put the ingredient in, there will be an equilibrium. If you put it, whatever they put in there, if you put the steak in it, it will equalize. It will not go, but it will not unbalance. It will just stay perpendicular. Is that what that is? No, perpendicular. Horizontal. It will just stay horizontal. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what this liquid is. I think I can find the name. Hucklen Sovana Lugue Falime Impune Supra Olam Supposito Igne Aqua Falina. Okay, this is water. Okay, they say to Supona Olam Supposite Igne light up the kindle the fire Aqua Salina Feu Muya Bulente. Put some salt water and let it boil. And compare yes spiritus volatiles in halitus ambuntes falidis sancero. This is something about some volatile spirits, or no, volatile nature, something of a volatile nature. Tanquam sibi mili corpori magnetico influxu aderere unde nascerero corpulisi falidis aggravata paulatin deo fum versus coarum inclinabitum hoc idem contingere pofe existimo fi supra mineram falis similire ostrunutum ponetretu. It's an experiment. It's an experiment. I'm not quite sure what it's a levitation experiment. Beautiful. Okay, they give experiment 2, experiment 3. They got like many experiments in there. All right. Right. There's something that I really love in there. All right. There's something that you see. This is something you can build inside of a mountain. You see how there's many chambers inside of this mountain, and they build this giant thing that is powered by the wind. Anytime they make things like this, like a cloud with somebody blow, it's the wind. And when the wind blow, this thing activated inside something inside of the earth and stuff like that. Multiple chambers. Okay. Those are a hand pump. All right. Okay. This is weird. This one is weird. Like, what the hell is this? This is weird. What the hell is that? Inside of this mountain, it seems there is like a ladder. A giant mountain with a giant ladder inside of it, and then there's men going up and down from it. It looks like some kind of like a Jacob ladder, which one of the pentacle, I believe the sixth pentacle of Jupiter. Okay, the sixth pentacle of Jupiter is for Jacob's ladder. If you want to see dreams or anything like that, I think one of the pentacle of Jupiter. I'm not quite sure which one, but I believe it's the sixth one. So inside of the, they show you inside. Okay, inside of those giant mountain, there is like stairs. There is elevators. Is it the fifth pentacle? It's the fifth pentacle. Okay, the fifth pentacle can allow you to levitate, go up to the heaven, and then see vision and all that stuff. Okay, crazy things, man. What is the part that I like? I really love that part. It's just show you the scales. Okay, look at these intricate things. Okay, look at this intricate technology right here. This intricate technology right here. It seems like it's some sort of water technology that they had, ancient technology that they don't build things like that. Okay, they give you the instruction to build those things. Those are free energy technology. Okay. Okay. All right. So those are giant pockets with water that form a giant sea inside of the mountain. Okay, you see how those trees and those are water pockets that build, those are giant waterfall inside of the pocket. Okay. All right. And here's another interesting thing. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea what that is. It seems like this. Let me grossly, let me grossly interpret this one. It seems like the sun. You can harness the energy of the sun, reflected it from this device, and store the energy. And this look like a battery. This look like some kind of solar panel. You can store the energy of the sun inside some battery, and then later on, and then turn on the this look like a lamp. You can turn on the light. And that's what I'm assuming that thing is. Okay, everybody see this? Okay, it seems like the sun reflected in this thing, and then the energy sent to the lamp, and they give you how to build these things, Bridget. Yeah, thank you, Sister Tracy. China built something like this. You never know. They most likely find the instruction in this. This is like a generator. That's what it seems to me. Ancient generators, free stuff, free energy, and those things can keep the energy for like forever. Okay, the sun shoot the energy in this, channel into that, and then it's storing this battery right there. That's what I'm assuming this is. Okay. Yeah, it's a crystal, and you can clearly see the crystal on top of this. It's a crystal energy. Okay, let me see what they say about this. Okay, this is ancient Latin, man, very ancient. Oh, I know. This is very ancient. I don't read ancient Latin. I read the modern Latin. Okay. Vasorum aluide igni admovatur aluide no quam font ver vitria, ver terra, ver metallica. Okay, something in metal. Vitrea font omnia illa fala, quae fialas vericas urinaria, pafin vocant quae fetum. It seems like it's a technology that is made with metal and magnetism. Metal, magnetism, and crystal. That's what they're talking about here. You will need some certain metal chemises. Well, that's what it says here. You can take the energy of the sun and put it in a bottle or something like that. There's so much in there. We don't know. You know, there you go. There you go. I knew I was going to stumble upon something like that. This is an alchemic oven. You see what it says here? It says Fornax Spagirica. Oven. It's a spaghetti oven. You see, this is an alchemic oven. I knew I was going to find something like this. Somebody defined the word spaghetti. I didn't know what spaghetti means. This is alchemic oven. All right. Fornax spaghetti oven, spaghetti oven, which is alchemy oven. Okay, you see all those intricate spots that are up there. You see, they all have handle. You have to pull at a certain time, which creates certain effects, and then they give you the instructions to build these things. Beautiful. Each of those handle, you pull it, some kind of steam or energy came out of there. We were just studying this. Fornax spagherita, spaghetti oven. So many intricate parts. And they give you how to build this thing. This is the instruction. All right? Okay? This is all the parts that you will need. Okay, spaghetti pertaining to alchemy, alchemical, especially regarding medicine. It's an alchemic oven. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. The more knowledge we learn, a little bit more we start to comprehend or understand. There's so much in there, brethren. There's even more stuff. Okay. All right. Okay. There you go. You see, this is a weird thing right here. A flying dragon that this dude attached some line. It looked like a kite, but it's not a kite. Okay, it's a flying dragon, and this guy connected something in there. Okay, it connected something. I'm not quite sure what that is. And look at this one. Look at this. Look at this weird concept here. Wind blowing and some weird dragon turning this thing, and this dude in that spinning thing, that flying spinning thing. I don't know what that is. Crazy. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Okay. All right. Look at all those intricate things, how they work, brethren, how they work with the sun. This is an alchemic lab, okay? This is an alchemic lab. Well, we will, for now, we will refer to them as sparagics. Is that what that is? Sparagic lab. You see how the sun do something and then they give some kind of stuff. This fire. This is like a distillery. Beautiful. The arte stalactita. Oh, stalactite. Oh, it's a distillery. It's a distillery. Oh, yeah, stalactite. Okay, it says it's the stalactite distillery. Stalactite you find. Well, is that what that is? Stalactite you find them inside of caves. I'm pretty sure you can use those stalactite. You transform into something, some kind of energy. I don't know. Cool, man. Look at this, man. Look at that, man. What the hell is this? What the hell is that? You think Gentiles have the mind to build something like this? I have no idea what this formula is. Somebody help us if you know what this is. Somebody saw this in a cave in Florida. I mean, what the hell that is? Most of this information related to caves, but the hell is this? I have no idea what that thing is. Let me try to read what it is. Juridicum sive legare. Utrum orum shirutum quatum tendem rationare fraxidere provero vendi posit extravagance de crimine falsi. This is some kind of alchemic formula. Oh, okay. It's like a table. It's like a periodic table. Okay. I see sulfur, aluminum, macafina. There's salt, aluminum, vitriol, vitriol, a vitriol, aurum, cuprum, ferra, which mean metal, ferra, which mean iron, plumbum, which mean lead, mercurium, which okay. So they have some kind of like it's some kind of like periodic element of things that can go together that harmonize. They put in one side there's metal, and the other side there's elements such as like well, bicarbonate soda, salt, and things like that, and they cross them in many weird ways for forming this thing. Right? They say here tabusa combinatoria, which means table of combination. Okay, it's a table of combination. Solve, coagula, solution, and problem, I guess. Imperfecto metalla, okay. Imperfect metals, mercurius, sulfur, arsenicano, okay. Imperfecto metal, imperfecta in, okay. It's a balance between imperfect and perfect. Pretty advanced. That's all I can pull out of this thing. All right. Okay, look at this complicated alchemy thing, man. Very complicated stuff. Very complicated. This is alchemy. This book is way over my head, man. Way over. It's a heavy book, man. This book is way over my head. Beloved, it's too. Everybody all right? Everybody okay? Am I boring the nation? Are we boring the nation? We were supposed to, I mean, we're done tomorrow. We'll do Virgo. We'll study Virgo. Oops. Are we good, brothers? Should we continue discussing certain things? All right, then. Good. I don't want the people to fall asleep, man. All right. The folks have spoken. All right. Now, for those of you, you know what, let me hydrate it, the Holy Temple with the Holy Spirit right here. Oh, I got enough water in there. Give me a second. All right. We've been here for 2 hours, you know, since the sister blessed me with the opportunity to get this holy chair and the holy bum. It's been a hell of a lot more comfortable. All right. Now, for those of you who may not know this, we had been studying this book for a while now. We never really gained, we saw certain things, but we did not understand them till now, because we are getting into the subterraneous world. Okay, the knowledge. Now, after tomorrow will be for Virgo. Once we done Virgo, we will study the book, The Smoky God. We will read it just like we read other book. Okay, we will do the Smoky God and certain other underworld, certain story that we have here, certain things that we have here. We'll bring more information to the table and add to what we've been learning. The book, The Smoky God, was given to us by a sister 2-3 years ago. The sister referred the book because we were discussing things that live underground and the kingdom that we have underground. Now, when we bought this book, okay, and a lot of people were giving me crap for this, and they said, oh, well, it's in Latin, it's the book of the enemy. Don't study it, okay? And a lot of when we get, again, I did not get the book. It was a sister that was watching the video that we were talking about the cave and Haiti and all that, and then she said, check this video out. When we check it, the Gentiles was reading this book. They were not reading it. He was showing picture out of this book. He was amazed. Then we purchased this book. All right, it's fairly cheap though. I think it's $40 on Amazon. Mundus Subterraneus, I believe so. So when we have this information, we start studying. Okay, for the people that's that new here, this is not the first time we touch this book. We touched on it multiple times. A lot of the information that we had in the past, they were a little bit too high for us. Remember, for those of you that been with us for a while, we talk about caves and technology, subterranean road and things like this, and most people, they were against that, and they didn't understand it, and I had to put those things down. Like, well, those people did not they not they are not ready for this information, so we had to somewhat put them down. So now a lot of those things are coming back to us. You see, now this is what happened when you have a bunch of people trying to make you afraid of knowledge, trying to make you afraid of knowledge. There are certain things you read, you don't know what it is, you put it down. You don't throw it away, you don't reject, you put it down. In the meantime, when you mature enough doing study, you will know what they are. I didn't know those. I saw those weird, intricate things. I had no idea they had to do with alchemy. I had no idea they had anything to do with alchemy. It is just now realized those were they showed you how to build an alchemic lab. And if you can find Mundus Subterranean in English, please let us know. There's a reason why you don't see the translation in English so easily. When you do more study, when you ask for more um when you ask for more information, more knowledge, be careful. Be careful. I remember I didn't know nothing about astrology, man. I was so confused. The third house, Jupiter in the fifth house, the hour of the sun, the day of the sun. What the hell is? I was so confused until I made an experiment. I called one of those intelligence. I say, give me the knowledge necessary. Well, I wasn't that humble though. I said, give me all the knowledge of the zodiacs, of the astrology. And sensei school me, say you can't have all the knowledge. You can have a little zing 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 out of it, like one grain of salt. Not even too much for me. They had to cut the grain of salt into 10 pieces and give me one of those little pieces. And I just excel in astrology. I'm like, wow. We have more books that talk about more stuff. Back then, we had a group of people that everything is the devil, everything superstition, everything is wrong. So if those people were there, we wouldn't have any fun. We wouldn't have any fun. They would have go in there. Christ said, don't touch those books. My leader so told me, hey, don't touch this book because it's the devil. The devil wrote it. Nothing exists. The stars are demons. There is no planets out there. Don't look up. They will be there in that chart fighting with people. Either, who do you believe in? 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 Who they keep asking the same question. That's why we can't sit. If we were arguing with those people, we would have been the same place that they were now. Well, they are now. One place. See, when you learn, you go forward, the mighty one send more information for you. Now, before I forget, let me go ahead and put this book back where it is because the space is too huge, and I don't want the kids keep putting stuff on my bookshelf, which they do all the time. Give me a second. I put the book back, and I'll be back. my, my apology, man. Forgive me, legend. I find some other books they are quite dusty and they are not in English. Okay, all right. They are quite dusty. Let me just dust up because I bought them. I bought them quite a while ago. They are quite dusty. They are not in English. Okay. This is géologie structurale de la région des Caraïbes, Mexique, Amérique centrale, Antilles, Cordillère, Caraïbes, Jacques Butterlin, Masson. Okay. Let me roughly translate this for you. This is geology, the structural geology of the region of the Caribbean region, Mexico, Central America, the Antilles, and Caribbean by Jack Butterling. You see this dude here? You never heard of that guy. Try to study his book. What if you can read French? His book is only on French. His name is Jacques Butterling. He's an American. He's an American fellow, if I'm not mistaken. But all his book is in French. And this book right here, we study geology. Okay, for the people that know geology, give me a second. My dog's calling me again. Yeah. So geology. What's geology? Somebody. Man, the most I'm gonna put you in a bunch of science, man. Somebody define geology because we are biologists here. We got doctors here. Now we're gonna get into geology. The thing is like so many dusting. Geology. Oh yeah. So now, while somebody is looking for the meaning or the geology and stuff like that, well, geology is the science that deals with the Earth's physical structure and substance, its history and the process that act on it. Okay, all right. The science that deals with the Earth physical structure and substance, its history, and the processes and act of the geological features of area, the geology of the outer air brides. Now, when you study geology, okay, this book was published. Let me tell you, this book was published. The first edition was in Jacques Baudelaire, I believe, in the 1970s. Let me see the first edition. Of course, it's in French. It was in 1973. 1973. Okay, that's 664 page. This is the this is this one. The first one that was published had 664 pages. This one has 240 44 pages. This is sur la direction en collection géologique des aires océaniques 1954. This is the second. I'm not quite sure which edition is that. Okay. All right. You see those things, these schematic things that you're seeing here, those are symbolics of research those guys did, scientific research. What this guy revealed in this book, okay? Okay, this is Nicaragua, okay, So that's the Panama Canal. Okay, what this guy found. There's a reason why they hide his books. The stuff, the volcanic activities, the road that this guy found. Okay, scientifically, brothers, everything is scientifically, okay, done. This is for Mexico, America, Central America, and other things. This is another one again. Forgive me. This one doesn't have any name on it. It's French. It say la constitution géologique et la structure des Antilles. What's in the Caribbean, and they mention Haiti in this thing a lot. Okay, they're talking about what's in the inside of the earth, what's under the earth, what's in there. Why would America invade Haiti? For instance, I believe this is Puerto Rico right there. Oh, is that Puerto Rico? Okay, no, it's not. See this little island? See this little placement? You won't believe what's in there, under there, what's been there. They study this place a lot. See, they don't call it because they know the whole island, something good there. All right? They study the hell out of that place. Since the 30s, 40s, they've been studying the hell out of this place. Okay? Okay? They're all in French, though. All right? That's what those guys do. They study the hell out of this place. They know exactly what's it. Well, they have an idea of what's in there. Okay? Cuba, Haiti, Venezuela, let me see what else. Colombia, You see how Haiti is very close? Back then, Haiti was like next to Venezuela. You see the map of Cuba? That was the actual map. That's how close they were. That's how back then our people, they used to just like, you see, back then this is Haiti right there. You see Haiti? This is Haiti and Cuba. We didn't need to travel to come to the Haiti is part of America. It's still part. You see, you see how close it is to be? You just walk up on land. But times on time, the earthquake, when the earthquake happened, it just, the island moved all the way. Yeah. Yes. Disposition des îles des Grandes Antilles du Nord, du Venezuela et de la Colombie avant la dérive du Myconian supérieur selon Corral. D'après J.R. Corral, 1939. Okay, J.R. Corral, if you can get this book, it's J.I. Corral, 1939. In 1939, okay, they published this book. They show you how the island, the places were. Okay. It's like the islands can move. It's like they are movable. Okay, the little islands, they can move. That's why they say the whole North America is in the back of a giant turtle. They can move. That's what they say. All right. See how close they were? They literally overlap each other. Yeah, so those are some books I was studying, and then again they are in French, and the information is like, boom. What? What do you mean they live down there? What is this? Yeah, that's what it is, beloved. So everybody good? Yeah, the island can actually move. That's what they said. The island can move. So everybody got a little knowledge, a little something that we probably didn't know. Now we know. Okay, just to for the record, for the people that wondering like why those people want to go in Haiti, because what they have under the earth, what do they have there? Some of you may know iridium. It's beyond that. If they wanted iridium, they would have already invaded and take that iridium. If they could have really like take what they could have done it a long time ago. What's going on in Haiti right now is this tenant, okay? You have this guy living in your home. You rent him your place. Now he signed a contract with you. The contract, he doesn't own the place. He just rented there. Every year he has to renew the rental agreement. And every year you renew the rental agreement. But a year before you gave him a warning, you say, I will not renew your lease for next year. Get yourself another place to live. And the year come, it's time for him to move out. So now he tried to take you to court. He tried to prove that he owned the house. He tried to take you to court. He doesn't want to get out. I've been living here for like 70 years. Why are you kicking me out? It's my property. Get out. My forefathers came here in 1492. The contract is over, man. For the past 400 years, we renewed the contract every time. And then now he gotta take you to calling the police now. Calling the police, get lawyer, forge some paper, trying to fight. That's what's going on right now. The contract is up. We're not renewing. Get the hell out of the house. So now they don't want to get out. The sheriff gonna be here very soon. Yep. Give me a second. Yes, sweetie. Huh? Oh, yeah. Put it over there. Thank you. Oof. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Eviction. Great again. Babe. I guess I'm gonna have to go. Beloved, I will leave you with peace. Tomorrow we're probably going to do Virgo for the Virgos out there. We're probably going to do Virgo, and then we're done. After that, we'll take Smoky God. Okay, I'll say fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever. Go in peace.